Hey, Brian, Nicole, you guys want to jam out? I'll play drums. Brian, you can play the bass. Nicole, why don't you hop on the piano? Hi, my name is Matthew Critcher, and I'm going to be talking about the three elements that my family have formed in my life. Those three elements are, number one, living for God. Number two, being yourself. And number three, loving music. So starting with the first element, that is living for God. I was born and raised in church, and I still attend church, my family. But being raised in church, it was easy for me to develop a sense of faulty in some way. And what that was is thinking, well, maybe everyone's religious, or just considering religion tradition. But as I grew up, my family taught me, you know what? Religion isn't just about tradition, but it's about having a personal relationship and connection with God. And I remember another element included in this is my parents told me that God, He doesn't look on the outward appearance. He doesn't want us to try to compete with all these other people. But He looks on our inward appearance, seeing how we will bring ourselves to different levels and compete with our own selves. And so that brings me to my second point, being yourself. So this was a very hard but important lesson that was engraved in me, because as I was going through my teen years, and still am, it could be difficult at times, and has been, to see these stars, see these professionals, because there's YouTube, there's different things that you can see these stars on. There's people who have talents, and it can make you feel like a nobody, and it can make you feel really competitive, whether that's people you know, friends, acquaintances, just stars. But they told me success isn't determined by competing with other people and possibly being better than them, but true success that we feel in our hearts is when we have known that we have competed with ourselves and have won and have gone greater and further than what we could ever imagine. And an example was a while back. My mom told me, Matthew, it doesn't matter about competing with that drummer, but it determines success by you getting the desire to be the best drummer that you could be. And so that brings me to my third point, and that is my last point, and that is loving music. My family and I, we love music, but the favorite thing we love to do is jam out to music. And so with this, years ago, I started out with my kitchen utensils, and I thought they were my drumsticks. My brother had his imaginary piano, my sister, her fake mic. But we would play together and jam out together with our instruments, and we just loved it. But the cool thing about it is it's something that was formed as a habit in our lives, and we're still doing it today. We actually all play in the music department at our church. I play the drums in our church. My sister, she sings or plays the keyboard, and my brother will play the keyboard as well. But our favorite thing to do is just to jam out with one another, and it teaches us to appreciate one another and just have a good time. So today, I was here to tell you about the three elements that were formed in my life from my family. Number one, living for God. Number two, being yourself. Number three, loving music. So I challenge you today, for someone who has impacted your life in some way, whether that's family or not, I challenge you to go up to them and thank them for how they have formed your life in some way, and just let them know how much you love them. And with that, I thank you.